Hey guys, subscribe for daily content, and if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks! What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got another short, little unboxing video to share with you guys. Something from Bladebinge. We'll talk about this right now, because I know people are going to point it out. Why do you have Band-Aids on both of your pinkies? The video I did immediately before this, during the video, I cut myself with the knife on this finger and switched hands and immediately did it on the other hand. That has never happened to me before. Never. The knife was an AM8 sort of reverse karambit type thing, and I'm going to say it's mostly user error. But I was laughing so hard I could barely finish the video. But anyways, that one will have to be heavily edited before I can upload it. That's the reason for the Band-Aids. So there you go. But anyways, this is something from Bladebinge. I don't know what it is. I'm going to guess it's an exclusive. So I will link it down in the description. And I will probably try to release this video on the day or near the day that it actually drops. So you guys can take a look at it. But please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. And thanks to Bladebinge for sending this in. We're going to come at this side of the box here. The other side of the box, I can't flip this over because it has all my shipping information on it, but I think we're just going to have to kind of go here and here. Yeah, got to make a quick off-camera cut. Just a quick one here. Okay. And then we're going to open this guy up and see what we've got. Come on now. What do we got? What do we got? A bunch of cool stuff from Bladebinge, probably stickers. Yep. Okay. So we got, ask me about my knife problem. And we've got the dark mode sticker. Very cool. Thank you so much. So, do we have a collaboration with, well, that's, yeah, okay, hold on. Let's just open it up rather than guess. Okay, we have a fixed blade this time, which we have seen before, a smaller fixed blade. So is this... Let's see. Yes, it is. So this is the Lander 4 in 20 CV as a fixed blade. Now, I'm going to tell you guys, and many of you know, I am not typically a fixed blade person. So what would it take to get me to carry or EDC a fixed blade? Well, many of you know. Oh, look at this. What's in here? We have, is it just additional hardware? That's cool. So I'm going to guess part of the joy with something like this, let's just take a look at these. Part of the joy with something like this, that's nice that they send these to you, is that the scales should be pretty easy to swap out if you want to. Personally, I would keep these on there because I like this dark mode setup. But the only thing that could get me to EDC a fixed blade is if the fixed blade itself were very, very compact. And the sheath is something that I could stuff inside of my pocket in its entirety. And if it has, especially some sort of clip attached to the sheath. And in this case, that is pretty much exactly what's going on here. It looks like we can probably flip this around. But this is the type of object, or this is the type of fixed blade that I personally would carry. I've told you guys many times, I really enjoy the SE Azula 2. I like my Jacob Creates Chickadee and a few others. There's been a couple of EDC fixed blades. And I only enjoy it if it is convenient for me to carry. I don't, as a YouTube content creator, you could imagine, right, with the style of tabletop overview style content that I create, I do not have much use for a big, bulky outdoors fixed blade like other people might, right? There are plenty of people who would make plenty good use of that. In fact, there are plenty of people who absolutely must have that type of knife, and a small compact knife or a folding knife is simply not going to do it for them. For me, though, since I don't need the extra strength and durability that comes with your average fixed blade, I tend to carry folding knives, right? Knives like this, about this size. So a fixed blade near that size, something I could keep in my pocket like this, is definitely going to be much more ideal for me. And this actually would do it. I don't know what they're going to charge for this. I couldn't imagine it would be like unbelievably expensive. But it is CPM 20 CV and carbon fiber. It's not an incredibly thick stock. The thing that I like about it is the finger length blade, which is definitely a bend thing. And then the sheep's foot style. I mean, this is definitely like the quintessential lightweight, compact EDC fixed blade. And even though you cannot get a full grip on this knife, this was part of the reason that I enjoyed the Izula 2 so much, is the extended handle length. They have included a lanyard so that you can still hold on to it, probably, so that you can still hold on to it and feel, you know, get that sort of like my pinky is hanging on to something kind of grip. I like how the jimping extends out past like where the blade starts. Makes me feel like it kind of complements the index finger position a little bit better. And it's not really a guard, but there is definitely some curvature before it drops into the initial cutting edge. So that's nice. At least gives you a little bit of an indication. Hey, buddy, you're about to run your finger up on the blade. I do not like you know, pocket knives or fixed blades where the handle and the cutting edge are just one straight line. I think that makes it, you know, tremendously more likely that you're going to accidentally run your finger up on the blade while you're cutting. And that has happened to me before, you know, while breaking down cardboard boxes. But anyways, nice contouring on the scales. Really love this color of carbon fiber, especially combined with a black blade. I think that looks really, really good. Let's go ahead and weigh it, excuse me, with and without the scale, so we can see here what we're looking at. 2.4 ounces for the blade, and then let's weigh it with the sheath. With the sheath, you're looking, even with the sheath, you're looking at 3.6 ounces. That's pretty good. Pretty darn good. Even with that clip not turned exactly the right way, this fits in my pocket like pretty perfectly with just this little lanyard sticking out of the end, which is fine with me. I think I can actually pull, yeah, that works beautifully. The only thing that would cause a problem with me is if I couldn't find a way to attach this perfectly to my pocket, then it might not keep the sheath positioned absolutely perfect in my pocket so that I could return it when I'm done. I have always talked about I want as few movements as possible. Out of the pocket, deploy the knife, use the knife, retract the blade, or put the blade away, put the knife back in your pocket. I want to use as few brain cells as possible and have as few moves as possible. If the task at hand is not fidget with my knife, if it's do something else, right? Complete a task because I have something else to do today that doesn't require me to focus on my super cool knife in my pocket. Then if this, you know, any knife that has additional steps or becomes irritating or slows me down, just makes it that much more irritating to carry. Again, another reason why you typically won't see me carrying a small fixed blade, because it requires some sort of sheath, and that ends up getting in the way. For me, I'm not saying it's, you know, for a lot of people, it's like, well, that's nothing compared to what I am able to complete, you know, task-wise with said fixed blade, you know, so it's worth that. It just depends on the type of person you are and what you do day to day. But this is pretty good. I like this. I'll link it in the description. Like I said, I don't know what it costs yet, and I probably won't really do a review on this because it's kind of pretty straightforward, right? There's not really much more information you could get from a review. But let's go ahead and measure it. Overall length, not even 6 inches. 5.85. Blade length, 2.65. Cutting edge, 2.5. So, yeah, I mean, we kind of saw it up against the Spyderco. We'll put it up against, you know, the Porcupine. And here's one, is it the Yonder? Yeah, from Civivi. So this is roughly the size of knife that you're looking at. Pretty stylish, pretty cool looking knife. Definitely a fixed blade that I would EDC. You know, if it came down to, like, you have to choose a fixed blade to EDC, this is exactly the type of fixed blade that I would actually put in my pocket. So pretty neat. Thanks again to Bladebinge for sending this in so that I could take a look at it. I'll have it linked in the description. That's going to be it today, guys. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. If you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on the Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.